It's very important that we be able to truly complete past relationships in order to make room for our beloved to come into our lives. Some of us run right out after a relationship ends before we're done with our grieving process and try and create another relationship in order to prove that we are attractive, that somebody wants us, or in order to run away from the terror of being alone, or all of the feelings that brings up is when you lose someone that you love. And that's going into a relationship very needy in a way that's kind of objectifying another person. And in calling in the one, we really want you to be in your strength, in your power, anchored in your wellness, in the truth of who you are, so that when you go to a relationship, you're really motivated into a relationship because you have love to give, not just because you're looking for someone to fix what you think is broken with you. So it's very important to be able to complete the grieving process. Now, some people, though, go on forever with this grieving process and aren't able to complete it well. There really is a way that you must be able to step into your power in terms of how to let somebody go. And what I mean by that is you must be able to let go of victimization in any of the disappointments of your past. You must be able to really challenge what comes up around this disappointment and this loss. Disappointment will trigger us into our false beliefs faster than anything. So in other words, if somebody that we love rejects us and says that they don't actually want to make a commitment to us, very easy to go into like the weakest part of me that says, oh, see, I'm not valuable, I'm not lovable, I'm not wanted, just like my father didn't want me, right? And if we allow ourselves to stay there, our grieving is not going to go well. So you really have to use that as an opportunity to then say, even in the face of this, I will stand for myself and I will know the deeper truth of me. And then you want to be able to review all the ways that you showed up in that relationship that ended up kind of pushing someone away or being repelling towards love, the love that you really wanted, and take full responsibility, not making yourself wrong, but just really as an opportunity to grow yourself beyond it and to understand the consequences of some of these ways of being in a way that matures you and adds depth to you and really creates this alignment and evolution within yourself so that you can move on to create an even deeper level of love in the future. So these are very, very important things to do when releasing an old relationship. And finally, if you really love someone and they choose to not be in the relationship for whatever reason, we have to learn how to love even beyond our desire to possess that person. And love means to respect the boundaries of another person and to respect the choices, even when we think they're bad choices, even when we think they were choices made at the weakest part of that person or out of fear. To just be able to allow someone the dignity of being able to choose for themselves. And so to release them with love. So you want to release someone with love, learning how to love yourself even more, being willing to learn the lessons and release them for whoever they are, wherever they didn't show up, to take responsibility for the places where you feel victimized in the ways that you might have participated and colluded, stepped over what you knew, gave your power away. Take it back. Because when you're looking for your beloved, you want to be able to come from the strongest part of you and be anchored and centered in the most powerful part of you. And sometimes if you're not over somebody, what we encourage you to do is to actually set an intention to bring in and attract in the great love of your life. And to do that within this coming year or this coming 6 months. Because what that's going to do, it's going to kind of light a fire under you to get complete with this other relationship and to no longer wallow in it or stay in the same thinking where you're beating yourself up or beating that other person up. But it brings you forward into doing the work to effort the completion so that you are free. You've learned your lessons. You've graduated out of that dynamic so that you are available to create the kind of relationship that you truly deserve and long for.